Hey, it's Buddy Lee. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to do a speed run of this whole 6.2.6 quest with Tigra. I'm using damage mastery, so I brought Nick Fury and Deadpool for the restoration kit, and then the synergy with Black Panther and Tigra for the unstoppable nullification for the champion boss, and finally Hercules for a little bit of extra attack bonus. So I'll start the timer once it says fight against the Spider-Man, and we'll keep it going until we get the KO on the champion boss. So Starkey isn't a good matchup for Tigra because he can evade and it's tough to counter his SP1, but after a few tries I did figure out how to get him. So you can wait just out of reach from the special and then just wait a bit before releasing the heavy. If you go too early, you'll miss. Pretty much all the fights along the path can be done in one SP2, so the goal will be to get there as soon as possible to minimize the time. Hyperion is an easy fight for Tigra, but I do waste a little time. I should be using double light attack to get better spacing to counter SP1 here, and I would have gained power much quicker. Next we have Iceman, and this is the first of 3 fights where I'll be taking damage, since I'll also have to go against Magic and Void with damage masteries coming up. To start things out, I'll counter a few heavy attacks, and then do a miss counter on SP1 followed by an SP2 finish. We finished this fight at 77% health, but that restoration kit is going to heal us back up as we go along. For this blade fight, I try to bait out his heavy right away, but he doesn't really go for it. I end up pushing him to his SP1 and then miss counter that, followed by another heavy and then SP2 finish. Alright, now we have Magic, so we're expecting to take some limbo damage here. My strategy for this fight is just bait and counter heavy attacks so I can get to SP2 quicker from the power gain I get from placing ruptures, and then finish her with Tigra's SP2 before I take too much limbo damage. This last heavy I land the first 2 hits of and then go right into SP2 to nuke her down the rest of the way. Now we have Void, so this will be another fight I want to get through as quickly as possible because I'll be taking damage from the Liquid Courage poison debuff. I really wish he would have thrown SP1 right here, but he makes me dance around a little to bait it out. He does finally throw the SP1 and we dash in to do the miss counter, and then we get to our SP2 to finish. We end up getting out of this fight at 38% health. Gladiator Hulk is another matchup that's a bit tricky for Tigra. He goes unstoppable on dash attacks and will purify debuffs, so we have to counter his heavy and special 1 while trying to prevent him from doing dash attacks. That went about as well as it could have, as we were able to keep all the ruptures on and throw the SP2 to finish the fight pretty quickly. This is the last fight before the champion boss, and Corvus is a super easy one for Tigra. Alright, so the path is completed in about 6 minutes, and we're coming into the champion fight with around half health. The Black Panther synergy will let us nullify the unstoppable buff if rupture is applied, and this lets us bait out a heavy and counter it to get rid of that unstoppable right away, and then go straight into destroying the champion. He's already down under 50% after that first SP2, and we can cycle quickly back to another. However, when we enter the champion's next phase, he stops letting us apply ruptures, so it hurts the damage a little, and we have to throw some extra heavy counters to get him to that final 10% phase. Now let's land these dexes and get the speedrun done. The first special I'm only able to get 1 dex out of. But the second one I get a double dex, so we throw the SP3 and then just wait a bit for the animation to finish up. We finished the run in just under 8 minutes, which is pretty great in my opinion, and I would be interested to see if anyone would be able to beat this time. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.